You think the T-Rex was the most dangerous predator to ever walk the planet. Then you're about to discover something that will change everything you thought you knew about dinosaurs. Because there was one creature, even bigger, even more terrifying, and far stranger than the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex. Its name is Spinosaurus, and what you're about to hear will make you realize that nature's most terrifying monsters didn't always live on land. The Spinosaurus wasn't just large, it was the largest carnivorous dinosaur to ever exist. While the T-Rex reached about 12 meters, roughly 40 feet, the Spinosaurus could grow over 18 meters long. That's nearly 60 feet of pure muscle, claws, teeth, and terror. But this wasn't just some oversized land predator. Oh no, the Spinosaurus was something much more unique, much more terrifying. Its head was long and narrow, almost like a crocodile's. But imagine that crocodile, 10 times bigger. Its jaws were lined with straight, sharp, conical teeth, not designed to crush bones, but to grab, pierce, and hold prey with a grip of death. But there's one thing that makes the Spinosaurus instantly recognizable, something no other predator had. A massive sail rising from its back, a huge wall of bone created by elongated neural spines reaching up to 7 feet tall. A sail so big that if it rose from the water, you'd see the sail before you saw the monster itself. Scientists still debate what this sail was for. Some say it helped regulate body temperature. Others think it was for display, to scare rivals or attract mates. But one thing is clear. Seeing that sail appear in front of you would be the ultimate warning. You are in its territory, and that's where things get even more disturbing. Unlike the T-Rex, Carcharodontosaurus, or any other massive predator from the past, the Spinosaurus wasn't confined to land. It was a master of water. That's right, this dinosaur could swim. In fact, it was the first dinosaur ever discovered with real adaptations for living in the water. Its legs were shorter than other predators. It didn't need to chase prey across land anymore. Its feet were wide, with possible webbing, designed like paddles to push its massive body through the water. But the real secret weapon was the tail. Long, flexible, and flattened from side to side, like a giant fin. It worked like a crocodile's tail, but even more powerful, allowing the Spinosaurus to swim fast, maneuver easily, and launch itself toward prey with deadly precision. Its nostrils were positioned high on the skull. Its eyes, too. This allowed it to keep most of its body underwater, invisible, with just its eyes and nose above the surface, just like modern crocodiles. Imagine that. A 60-foot predator, completely silent, gliding under the water, waiting, watching, and then, in a split second, it explodes from the water. A monstrous jaw snaps shut around its victim. The sail rises high, a wall of bone cutting through the air. By the time you realize what's happening, it's already too late. Run on land? It follows. Try to swim? It's faster. Hide? Impossible. It saw you long before you saw it. Because the Spinosaurus wasn't just a hunter. It was the apex predator of two worlds, land and water. And here's the craziest part. For decades, we had no idea how terrifying this animal really was. When its fossils were first discovered in the early 1900s, the remains were incomplete, fragile, and most of them were destroyed during World War II. For years, scientists thought the Spinosaurus was just another massive predator, maybe something like the Carcharodontosaurus. But everything changed in 2014. That's when new fossils were discovered deep in the Sahara Desert. Fossils that included something no one had ever found before, the tail. And that tail changed everything. It wasn't like any other dinosaur tail. It wasn't made for balance or movement on land. It was a giant fin, a biological engine, proof that this predator wasn't meant for dry ground. It was designed to dominate the rivers, swamps, and lakes of prehistoric Africa. The Spinosaurus wasn't just a dinosaur. It was a monster that evolution crafted to be unstoppable, both on land and beneath the water. Anywhere you went, anywhere near its territory, it was already watching, already hunting, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.